Hey guys, I wanted to come on here to address a few things that's circulating on the internet that's very concerning to me. Let me say this first. I have the utmost respect and admiration for Michelle Obama, and I would never say or do anything that is disrespectful to her or to any woman. I would never do that.
Hey, YouTube family, how you doing? This is Rhonda with Rhonda Loves Life. Thanks for joining me. All right, guys, what do you think of Chilli? Chilli from TLC. Oh, gosh, excuse my language, but she is in the shit house, y'all. And what's even worse, she's on tour with En Vogue and Salt-n-Pepper. And what does her bandmate, T-Boz, think of all this backlash? Let's do a quick recap. Chilli, it's been exposed and reported that Chilli actually donated to Trump's campaign, also Ted Cruz in the Republican Party. Okay, so she's a Republican. All right. Interesting? Yeah, considering that I would not have thought that. Big deal? Not really. Not to me. What's a bigger deal to me is the fact that she reposted a story that Michelle Obama was born a man. That Michelle Obama registered as a man in 1994. That really turned me off. That really did. Here's why. First of all, Chilli, who now don't consider herself black. Now, we're in the same age group. Chilli, they say she's 55, but I think she's closer to 60. I was there from the very beginning with Chilli and TLC. Left Eye, T-Boz, Chilli, En Vogue, Salt-n-Pepper. We're all in the same age group. 35 years ago, Chilli identified as black. Now, all of a sudden, she does not. So I don't get into racial identity issues. I don't even touch it because I'm like, you know what? Not my business. I don't care enough. But what I am concerned about and what bothered me even more was that Chilli is in a group where she's making her living off of targeting urban, black, and brown communities with her music. Now, if you're going to be a Trump supporter and a Republican, and you don't consider yourself black, and you're going to look at the first president, the first black president, Obama, and his wife, they made historic, it was historic. 2 terms, first black president, first blacks in the White House. And you're gonna repost garbage like that? Then you want to turn around and want us to spend our money on you? I'm not spending a dime. Y'all know how I feel. I vote with my pocketbook. There's no way in hell I will buy a ticket. And I love En Vogue, Salt-n-Pepper, and TLC. But I think what Chilli did was so reckless and very selfish. Very selfish. Because if you know that you're making money off the African American community and black and brown urban people, black and brown people, be very careful about what you let be known about your political views. Why? Because most black people do vote. We don't trust Republicans. And considering all this stuff that's going on, I'm just being honest with you. As a bloc, most of us vote Democrat. That's just a reality. But you talk shit and then turn around and want to make money off of us. 35 years later, now you want to flip the script. I'm going to play this video. At the end of this, I'm going to play her response. She claims that the buttons are all together, and she didn't mean to repost that. And she said she didn't know it was Trump. It's like, girl. The thing is that you cannot get so comfortable where you want to make money off of being a celebrity, a performer, but then you don't want to pay the price for what views you have. Come on. If you feel like, go to TPUSA. CPAC just had a performance. Go perform there. If you love the Republicans so much, go perform there. But now what Chilli did was that she put herself and her bandmates. Think about it. T-Boz would like to make some money off this tour. How about in Vogue and Salt-n-Pepper? And I hear Salt from Salt-n-Pepper. She's coming out defending her. It's too late. Salt, is too late. She's going to play that same cruel sort of teasing of Michelle Obama. It rolls both ways, Chilli. You the one that went and reposted that, and now you want to turn around and pretend and act like it didn't happen. No, you knew exactly what you were doing. And considering that she voted for Trump and she voted for Ted Cruz, Chilli is a Republican, y'all, and that's okay. That is your right. But don't turn around, make jokes about Michelle Obama, and then turn around and try to sell your concert tickets to me. Oh, that would be a hell no. Just my opinion, y'all. Let me know what you think in the comments. I want to thank you for watching, and I will chat with you soon. Out of all fairness, listen to what Chilli's got to say. Ciao.
Hey guys, I wanted to come on here to address a few things that's circulating on the internet that's very concerning to me. Let me say this first. I have the utmost respect and admiration for Michelle Obama, and I would never say or do anything that is disrespectful to her or to any woman. I would never do that. And I had no clue that this repost had happened until I started getting phone calls and text messages from everybody, and I immediately went to my page to see what was going on. Now, mind you, I'm not very computer savvy, so I'm looking for this repost button, and I see that all of these buttons are very, very close to each other. And clearly I was scrolling and my thumb hit the repost button. Again, I had no clue that something like this happened until I got all the calls. But of course, I took that down, and I would never post anything like that. I would never do something like that. That is not my character. I have supported the Obamas. I gave to the campaign, both runs, voted twice for him, and supported the organization that Michelle had in the schools for exercise for the kids. I would never do anything that's harmful or hateful to anybody. I'm just not wired like that. That's just not who I am. And when it comes to organizations that I have donated to, these are the things that support the veterans. I have always supported them, not just now, but for years. This is not something new. So I just wanted to let you guys know, this from me, that I would never do anything so disrespectful, and I would just never, I'm just not about hate or anything like that. If you look on my page and see my posts, it's all about love, faith, and connection. That's what I'm all about, and I've always been that way, and I will continue to be just that way. So I just want to thank you guys for, your love and your support, and just taking the time to listen to me right now. I really, really appreciate that. And I love you guys. Thank you so much.